Ready?
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Bitcoin.
No, we messed that up.
We messed that
I wasn't ready.
All right, you ready?
No. What are we gonna do? We're gonna snap first.
3, 2, 1, snap.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everyone, to the Bitcoin Business Bureau. I'm your host, as always, LitecoinLeader. Got a special guest here, Patrick Divvy Daddy. We're here. Where are we at, Patrick?
So right here, right behind me, guys, I want to show you guys a couple of packages here that motivated me to come here. This is Oregon Freeze Dry, and they're the makers of Mountain House. They make a really great meals ready on the go. And one of the things I want to talk about is inflation and how much these have gone up. Now, these guys haven't really done anything differently. They have been in the same location for as long as I lived here. And they're a huge freeze-dry company, and basically they take the raw products here and put them into packages like this, and it's great for backpacking, hiking, and prepping. Of course, that's one of the reasons I wanted to talk about this. This whole thing right here has about 28 grams of protein in it. It's 2 servings, and it's got a pretty good amount for breakfast. One of the things I like about them is they're gluten-free. Now, I'm not marketing for them. I'm not advertising for them. They're not like endorsing us in any way. It's just something that I really like, because even something like this is what, rice and chicken? How many grams of protein has that got?
Yeah, this has got 14 grams for the whole bag. You got 2 servings, so it's 7 grams each. 250 calories per meal. They're really light. I mean, it's very easy. But hey, if Oregon Freeze Dry wants to sponsor us, we're more than happy to talk to them.
Oh, for sure. But I'm really trying to get the point across here.
Right.
Today when I bought it, we went to our local store. And they had them on sale at Sportsman's for about $12 to $10, depending on which one you're buying. So for about an $11 meal here, we used to store these, and I look back at the receipt, because they store for quite a time, and I've had several of these for years. Just a receipt from 4 years ago, these guys were selling for under $5. So it's over doubled in price sometime in the last 5 years. And now I'm not seeing any ability for even employees that I used to know that would purchase these to buy them at a reasonable cost. So right now, even for employees, you're looking at $7 or $8. So we're talking about some real increasing prices here, especially in raw goods, to the point where they're saying we're not able to get these in store very much right now because we haven't figured out what the new bags are going to look like. We know it's not about bags, it's about supply.
Yeah, and there's lots of different companies out there. You've probably seen the ads for Patriot meals and all the other things. But these, nice things about these is that you can go and you can pick out the meals you like. You can try them out, and then you put them. I look at the dates here. It's 30 years. Best by September 2052. 30 years. It's a 4-ounce bag. It's 2 meals in 1 bag. I assume I haven't had them yet, but you have. And
yeah, my kids love the rice and chicken one.
Yeah, and the nice thing about this is, aside from like these kits that you can buy, like the 2-week to 4-week supply, you can make your own kits here and pick out what you want, like figure out what you want to eat, and you just go and get the ones you like.
For example, my wife is gluten-free, so for us, it makes a lot of sense to stock up on the ones that are all gluten-free. So we picked out a bunch of them, see which ones we don't like, and see which ones we do like, and then we just stock up on the ones that we love, especially when they're on sale.
Yeah, and the reason there's several reasons why we're here today. First off, we're doing an event this weekend. EconomicPreppers is one of the sponsors for there, but it's not just about the economy and crypto. It's about being prepared and not scared about everything. And this is a local company. It's in the area. We thought we'd come here. They're a local distributor. This is a big town for distribution of a number of different things. There's a Target distribution center here. There's lots of things that come through this town, but you need to think about all the different ways that you can prepare and be ready for all the different things that are coming in the economy. The prices are going up. Things are going to be harder to acquire. Supply chains are going to break down, and you need to prepare yourself and just be ready. And also, even if you don't if this isn't like your bag of tea or your cup of tea for eating, it's gonna have trade value. You get some food for storage. You should always have that just in case. You don't need to go too crazy with it, but you can have this, and somebody will need something else, and that's what we're gonna have at the event. We're gonna talk about other things you can have to be prepared, and you may think about I should stock up on that too. Maybe not paper goods, maybe not toilet paper, but other things that you may need. Anything from a life straw or you know, it's precious metals. We talk about the economic stuff all the time, cash and precious metals and crypto, but there are other things you need to be prepared about, just so that think about the worst case scenario. Think about if you were without power for a week, or if a storm came through, that kind of thing, but maybe a little bit longer than just a week. A couple weeks supply of whatever you may need to live basically off grid for a couple weeks.
And I'm gonna be getting a prepping list ready too as I go through all this with you guys. I'm gonna make sure that that's one of the goals I have for our next endeavors, to bring out some of the great things that are on sale in our areas. Like at Costco last week, for example, they had a propane Mr. Heater for $79 at Costco. Those are the types of things that you could store a gallon of propane and use that anytime in the future. Propane's not gonna go bad, and you're gonna be able to save money buying propane at a lower cost. So these are the things that you can use to prepare as tools that are actually really reasonable and can be used for other things like camping or whatnot.
Yeah, and you can learn things about that. You can learn from other people. And when you go to a local event, we're really encouraging local meetups and local events, because at the end of the day, it's all about who's in your community. Like, there's somebody in your community, probably more than a few, that think like you, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not. But you should certainly like that they think the way you do, and they will know things that you may or may not. You'll have a lot of there'll be a lot of commonality with what you talk about, but there'll be some differences and some agreement on things. But one thing you can be a common thread is that you know the area, you know things that to stock up on. You know, one person may have silver, one person may have lead, one person may have food, one person may have baby stuff, one person may be a medicine person. They may have skills that they could trade for. So having your own community and you can kind of stitch together. While we talk about assets to trade between, people have assets and skill sets that you can trade between as well. So all these things you need to think about, from having rubbing alcohol to alcohol to consume, consumables, non-perishables, all those different things to think about. It's a lot to think about, but having a list and having, it's like, well, if Patrick has 5 things and Jeff has 5 things, now we're kind of covered, and whatever you need, you got each other's back. Yeah,
it's all about understanding that your community is your biggest asset. There's no way we're gonna do this alone. So you gotta get out there, meet the local farmers, meet the local mechanics that you have in the area, figure out what abilities and skill sets you have in your group that we can utilize and help each other with, because definitely I'm a crypto guy in my community. They all know where to go for crypto, but I just found out the other day a lot of great tips, and I'm really excited to keep learning with my community and prepare with my community.
That's right. So with all that said, we want to make sure that you guys are thinking about getting out to a local meetup, and we'll help you guys get that. Get in touch with us. We'll help you to work that out. But we're going to learn more this weekend. The event is going to be here. Where's it going to be, Patrick, on Saturday?
It's going to be at the barn, we call it here, at Hickory Station in Albany.
Okay, so Hickory Station in Albany, what time?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. So if you're in the area, in the Albany, near the barn, at 11 o'clock on Saturday, come on out. You'll learn a few things. And if you can't make it, we're going to make some videos. We're going to make some lists, and we'll help your community. We'll extend out there as well. And we want to help help you develop your own local pocket and get you guys prepared and not scared for whatever may come down the road. So anything else we got to talk about? I think we got it pretty well covered. I think we're good. So with all that said, I'm going to close the door on the bureau, say follow leader. Hope to see you Saturday, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. There we go.